Hello everybody. If you want all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short story 941, The Glass Artist. Beginner. Elena lived in a small city by the sea. She was a glass artist. Every morning she walked to her studio near the harbour. The studio was warm and bright with large windows. Elena loved her work very much. She made beautiful bowls and vases from hot glass. Her hands were strong and careful. She knew exactly how to shape the material. One Tuesday, a woman visited the studio. Her name was Mrs Clarke. She wore a great coat and carried a leather bag. She wanted a special gift for her daughter. "My daughter loves the ocean," Mrs Clarke said softly. "Can you make something that looks like water?" Elena listened closely. She understood the request perfectly. Elena smiled and nodded. She began to work immediately. She heated the glass in a large furnace until it was soft and glowing orange. She shaped it carefully with long metal tools. The heat was intense, but Elena did not mind. She added shades of blue and green to the molten glass. She twisted and pulled the material to create gentle curves. It took many hours to finish the piece. Elena felt tired but happy. She placed the bowl on a shelf to cool slowly overnight. On Friday, Mrs Clarke returned to the studio. The sun shone through the windows. Elena showed her the finished bowl. It was smooth and cool to the touch. The colours looked exactly like waves on a sunny day. Light passed through the glass beautifully. Mrs Clarke was delighted. Her eyes filled with tears of joy. "It is perfect," she said. "Thank you so much for your skill." She paid Elena and left with a wide smile. Elena watched Mrs Clarke walk away with the gift. She felt proud of her creation. Making art was hard work, but it brought joy to others. That evening, Elena cleaned her tools and swept the floor. She locked the studio door and turned off the lights. She walked home under the stars, feeling peaceful and ready to create again tomorrow. If you learned a new word today, please make sure to subscribe so you can practice again next time. Vocabulary notes. Studio, meaning a room or building where an artist works and creates their art. Example: every morning she walked to her studio near the harbour. Similar words: workshop, atelier, workspace, craft room. Furnace, meaning a very hot oven or enclosed space used for melting materials like glass or metal. Example: she heated the glass in a large furnace until it was soft and glowing orange. Similar words: kiln, oven, heater, forge. Molten, meaning describes a solid material like glass, metal or rock that has been turned into liquid by extreme heat. Example: she added shades of blue and green to the molten glass. Similar words: melted, liquefied, fluid, fused. Delighted, meaning feeling or showing great pleasure and happiness. Example: Mrs Clarke was delighted. Similar words: overjoyed, thrilled, pleased, ecstatic. Creation, meaning something that has been made or produced, especially through artistic skill or imagination. Example: she felt proud of her creation. Similar words: masterpiece, artwork, invention, composition. Story and image generated by Quen. Animation generated by Clipbee. To read, listen, see all the stories, content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, Drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.